Whenever there is a movie or a show that stars Shefali Shah, I get thoroughly excited for the venture as she is not only a dependable actor but has consistently been part of ventures even in the OTT space that have delivered compelling storylines. When I first saw the trailer of Human, I thought I would be up for an insane ride, presumably a Machiavellian medical thriller. The first look boasted of everything from women in positions of power, medical malpractices, the greed for power and influence, and the clear segregation between haves and have-nots in our society. There are two categories of reactions when it comes to this show. One who really appreciate the fact that Indian creators are providing something fresh and inventive with respect to the basic premise of Human, and who absolutely were engrossed by the powerful performances of the ensemble cast. And the second that just think this is a whimper of a series that had so much crazy potential but absolutely missed the mark with its lethargic pacing and unnecessary subplots. Let me also know in the comments below where you lie regarding the show. There is merit to both arguments actually, so let's just get to expanding on both. Human is set in Bhopal in Madhya Pradesh and sheds light on the influential and presumably humanitarian Gauri Nath played by Shefali Shah, and her vision to provide and save lives of humans. The new recruit, Saira Sabharwal played by Kirti Kuladi, has immense respect for Gauri and is taken under her reins, only to understand that she is part of a rotten system, and public perception is nothing but a farce. Expanding on human trials that are taking place for a new drug to be launched, causing many casualties and lives of the less privileged being ruined, Human focuses on the sickening corruption and malpractices of pharmaceutical companies, politicians, and businessmen who only think about their monetary gain at the expense of the underprivileged. Getting right into it, here's me telling you the good and bad aspects of the series so that you guys can ultimately decide whether to watch it on Disney Plus Hotstar or not. The pacing. The show is definitely not meant for someone who is assuming that this will be an exhilarating and edge of your seat experience. It is a slow burn to a point where it isn't a compliment anymore. It almost seems as if the creators were given a 10-episode minimum clause and just had to make sure that they fill that quota. This is a show that could have easily wrapped up by 7 to 8 episodes, but the creators chose to expand on each character's personal life, backstory, and justify their actions, so much so that it reaches an overkill mode, frustratingly spoon-feeding the audience with every piece of information being fleshed out. This is also done through the technique of narration, by several characters also swaying away from a laser-focus approach of a screenplay, which would have been otherwise achieved if the show was from the POV of a single character. The show is filled with long back and forths between characters. Conversations between them seem time and time again just fillers rather than actually fleshing out on the corrupt practices of various people in positions of power regarding the drug tests and experiments. The concept. I love to see such a concept being showcased in the Indian OTT space, where more or less our titles have been adaptations of international series, and credit where credit is due. That isn't a walk in the park at all, but it's just good to see an original script and an inventive one being presented on such a popular platform. When humans are treated worse than guinea pigs at the cost of their own health just for a few rupees, you realize the inequalities of income and wealth that exist in the country and why the show and its concept becomes so much more important and relevant. It's reflective of life even today in this country, where most of the population laps up whatever is handed to them, and the people of influence in their ivory towers revel in the chaos that they ensued. I also love to see women just thriving at the helm of affairs in this series, a great creative decision also taken at a time where we have so many memorable men leading the pack with web series. Shefali Shah and Kirti Kuladi absolutely thrive in this world. Unnecessary subplots. There will be several subplots in this series that just slow down the pace of it. A show which would have otherwise been thoroughly engaging gets bogged down because of so many elements that it wants to cover. It wants to go from LGBTQI representation and the struggles to come out, the Bhopal gas tragedy and interviews being taken with families that are still suffering, internal hospital competition and grudges held for years manifesting in board meetings, and this attempt at capitalizing on the trauma of girls and experimenting whether all pain can be erased. The focus is barely prevalent with this series, and to top it all, its long-running minutes and exhausting pace really tests your patience, and even forcing you in a way to skip a few seconds ahead, wanting you to coax the creators in order to get to the point. I actually was putting my editing hat on and just creating so many points in this series which could have easily been done away with, making me also think about a hypothetical where this show would have probably been insanely memorable had it just been edited better. Grey is the norm. It is very easy to dismiss the show as rich people carrying on their ignorant, selfish ways only to leave casualties and bodies behind them, almost alluding to the fact that this show is pretty polarizing with respect to just being black and white. I think what the show has successfully done is that it has fleshed out its characters and their complexities really well, so much so that everyone is not entirely evil or godlike. There isn't a lot of preaching to the choir about morals by characters, as they all have their own demons that they are fighting against. This is also reflective of the leaps and bounds we have taken with respect to content and the advent of the OTT space, that there are nuanced takes about characters rather than someone just being typecast into good or bad. While I was not a fan of some of the evil scheming scenes where it actually seemed like it was villains from a campy superhero movie plotting their next move, I am all for Chef Ali Shah being the heartless, sinister doctor who would go to any length to make sure her experiments become successful. Performances. The biggest takeaway of a show like Human is that it boasts of great performances. I want to defend a lot of people dismissing Chef Ali Shah's performance as one of her weakest, as I quite think the contrary. There is this calm and horrifying demeanor of the character of Gaurinath which makes you think that she will combust any second. This is executed by Chef Ali so well that she has a constant resting bitch face, almost intentionally, so that she keeps people at arm's length from her and does not expose her vulnerabilities. I actually think she did a spectacular job in this series of a very complex character who just has transformed into a monster and there is no going back. Kirti Kulari shines in this series as Saira Sabharwal. The undercurrent of tension in her family, her torrid personal life, her reckless decisions that she often justifies by deflecting the blame, it all accounts for sequences that might frustrate you as a viewer, but that is essentially what makes her human. I also have to say that Vishal Jetwa deserves all the hype. This is a boy that went from being a young Akbar on TV to having one of the most impressive debuts in 2019 with Mardani 2 and showcases similar mettle in this series as well. He is absolutely flawless and more attention should be given to a talent like him who leaves no stone unturned with his performances and is all geared up for Tiger 3. I also really liked Seema Biswas in this series. Made me also think that she would absolutely kill it as an antagonist in any film. Years of experience in playing such wild characters over the years, she has everything that can translate into a terrifying villain. Had it not been for the snail-like pace and the unnecessary subplots, Human would have probably been a phenomenal start to 2022 and the web series space. There is nothing more frustrating when a series is not entirely bad and not entirely impressive, and lies somewhere in the middle. It's a commendable medical thriller, but not an outstanding one. And that was the video, guys. Write down in the comments below what you thought about the show. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle's right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.